record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the...
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have a race win from good old Kyle Larson. This is the Watkins Glen? Yes, Watkins Glen race win. They did not make this one last year. I'm pretty sure he won, last year meaning 2021, even though that's incorrect, because last year is 2022, and we're sitting here staring at the 2022 Watkins Glen win. I mean 2021, I don't think he got that made, or it was made. I know they didn't get the Sonoma made. I don't know if he won Watkins Glen in 2021. I think he did, but if so, it wasn't made. I know that for sure. He also won the Xfinity race, and I don't know if they're going to be making that one or not. I've already got it made, so I think I actually did a diecast review. If not, I definitely have to. I think I did, though. I think I made a custom diecast review of the Watkins Glen win, but I could be wrong, but I believe I did. Anyway, we've seen this paint scheme several times over, Ricky Hendrick, Larson, especially recently others like Elliott, Byron, Bowman, everybody else. We've seen this paint scheme several times. I'm starting to get tired of seeing it, in all honesty. Like, it's not a bad scheme. It's just so repetitive. It's like Logano's schemes from, what, actually, Logano didn't even have it. It was it like Sam Hornish Jr. or somebody before Logano had that 22 Pennzoil with the scallops? That thing ran forever. I mean, if you want to be technical, yes, it changed for this year, but the number was slid forward a little bit, and the paint scheme was slid forward a little bit. But that was it. Everything else is the same. We've seen, especially in 2021, Kyle Larson win several races in this paint scheme, and he got a couple wins in 2022 with that same paint scheme, and I think he even won in 2023, didn't he? I believe he has. I'm not too sure. Did he win like Martinsville or something? I don't remember, but either way, he's won in this car more times than I can freaking remember. So we've seen it several times. Again, same with Elliott's Napa schemes, even though they change it every year, which is good. Throughout the years, we see it several different times. So yeah, this one's starting to get a little old on me, but it is what it is. Still not a bad paint scheme, a very memorable paint scheme, but it's starting to get a little dull, not gonna lie. But I mean, at least you get a race win out of this one. I don't know if there's any damage. I don't know if there's any race wear because it is a road course. But I guess we'll have to see, because it just looks like a plain paint scheme, except for the gas tank or the injection thing area, whatever it is. The cap is on the other side, but other than that, I think it's pretty much the same. I don't know if there's any details, but that's why we do a diecast review and see what's different. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this diecast out of the box and see if there's any differences between this and just the standard paint scheme. Here's the diecast out of the box, and it pretty much seems to be the same old, same old. I don't see anything really different. Just a quick 360, not really seeing anything the ordinary. Maybe the instant cash offer, the Kelly Blue Book, that might be... Actually, I'm pretty sure that's different than the Hendrick cars, because I believe the other one is hiring technicians or hiring tech or something. So I think this is actually a little bit different in terms of just like the sponsor and like, whatever. Or not sponsor, but I guess some of the placement of just other, I don't know, branding is a little different. But yeah, as far as paint scheme goes, I don't see any damage. Maybe that right there, I don't know if that's a lino error or if that's just actually any damage, but it's interesting. So either way, we're still going to do the routine review. You guys know how it is. So we got Hendrick cars are here on the hood. It looks like we got a little bit of a spot on the end for Hendrick, which is kind of not surprising. Got a little bit of race wear. There is some race wear on the car, so that's good to see. We do see some of that tape kind of holding down the hood pins. It's a little hard to see, but it is there. So I guess that's what really counts. Larson on the name banner, of course, got the little sponsors around the camera. They don't show the camera, which is weird, but they got the little sponsors for the camera. Got the number 5 on the roof, instant cash offer behind that. Larson on the name banner on the back end of the, I guess on the back of the car. HendrickCars.com looks to be a little high. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but it does look a little high up on the deck lid. But these specific diecasts are supposed to be super accurate compared to just a normal release. So I'm just going to give Lionel the benefit of the doubt and say that it is how it's supposed to be, and I'm not going to fact check that. I'm just going to say it's how it is. So on the back end here, instant cash offer. Again, I do believe that is different than the paint scheme. So, or not the paint scheme, I'm sorry, than the standard release. So a lot of people do kind of complain about, oh, it's the same stuff over and over. Kind of what I was saying. I mean, it's true, it's the same paint scheme, but I mean, if you really want to fight the battle of, oh, technically it's different, then yeah, I mean, you're right, it is different. There's a little bit of swapping of some of the just sponsorship in different areas, so yeah, technically you're not wrong, but the paint scheme is really my concern. Not really concern, but my problem is same paint scheme over and over and over, which, I mean, we've only seen it since 2021 in terms of recently, so I mean, it's still got some time to really wear out, but as of right now, it's just starting to get a little old. But technically, I mean, I will give, you know, I will say it, technically this is different. So there's your case, I guess. Camaro on the back end here got some bumping, or some scratches on the bumper, probably somebody bumping him around on the road course. 71, what in the world? ZL1, oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? 71, okay. Don't know where that came from. Valvoline, got the taillights back here, the bow tie and the pop rivets on the spoiler. Let's see, instant cash offer. Do have the get bioethanol ring on the right side of the car instead of the left. Valvoline, one winter sticker. I don't know where that's from. I'll have to put that over the screen right here just kind of as a reminder for everybody. HendrickCars.com. Got the Goodyear. Nothing down here. I've always hated how they never filled this gap right here. It's so blank, and you could easily put something there. Maybe even instant cash offer. You know, that would have been cool to kind of fit underneath the Hendrick cars, but, you know, whatever, I guess. Kyle Larson on the name banner. Exalta, Cincinnati, Freightliner, McTool Simons, and Service? What was that? There was something else on that car. What was it? Elliott. Elliott had that same thing on that very bottom of the B-post, which I mean, it's Hendrick, so I wouldn't really expect anything different, other than maybe a little bit here and there, but on the B-post. So that's a similarity I didn't really realize was there until now. Got the number 5. Got almost said Hendrick cars. That's not true. I was looking at the hood. So Cup Series. That's what I was going to say. Goodyear. Got the Goodyear tires, of course. A little bit of something going on with the Sunoco. I think that's actually a Lionel mistake. Maybe it's not. Maybe there was something on the car after the race that was just covering the Sunoco a little bit, which is very possible. But it looks like a mistake, but I don't know if it is. Very hard to tell with these race wins. That's why Lionel gets away with so much quality control when it's a race win. Because, say, like, remember on the white cars, right? It's very, very easy to pick up the smallest things on white. Now, on a normal car that's not a race version, white would be a very hard color to work with, because you would have specks everywhere, there would be like little hairs in the car and stuff, and it's easy to see. But if it's a race win, it just blends in, and it's hard to tell what's a mistake and what's not. That's why Lionel gets away with these race wins, because, you know, they can have a small little mistake and it look like a part of the car. I had to let 2 suspicions go on this car if it was a race win detail or if it was just a mistake on Lionel. So they got away scot-free either way. So I got the splitter down here, which is black. Got a little bit of that build up on the front end. Got these little side covers, or I guess they're covers. I'm not really too sure. There's little yellow stripes on the splitter. Now that actually reminds me a lot of like the Challengers and Chargers. When you get a new Challenger off the lot or a new Charger off the lot, they got these little, they call it like factory cups or something. I don't know, it's factory something, but it sits on the corner. And actually, a lot of people in the car community hate it because it looks stock, and it comes from the factory that way, and you can easily remove them, but a lot of people don't. So that's just, I don't know, that's kind of what it reminds me of. Now this right here, we're going to take a close look. I don't know if that's damage or if that's like, because it looks like it's a decal thing, right? Like it looks like the decal is just kind of messed up. I don't know. That's so hard to, if it would focus a little better, that'd be nice, but I don't know if we're going to get that today, Chief. That's not looking possible. But yeah, it looks like almost. Man, can I like do that better? Can I like zoom this out and see if we can get closer, please? No? Okay. Either way, it looks like a actual like Lionel mistake. Again, I don't know because it's a race win and nobody can tell. So on this side, fairly clean. Not really a lot going on here. There's a little bit of damage here. Maybe from a wall or maybe from the burnout or something, but there's a little damage over here. But other than that, that's it. There's nothing really going on. So a very, very clean race win from Larson here. But again, it's still a decent car. I mean, nothing crazy. It's just another race win to add to the collection. I actually didn't even know this was the race win. I thought at first, because this released around the same times the 2023s were starting to release, I thought it was just like the 2023 version of the car. And it wasn't. So in that case, I didn't even order this car because I thought it was 2023. And it looked the exact same as the 2022 car. So I wasn't really worried about it. And then I realized, or I think I saw Diecastbuffet upload a video of a diecast review. I don't know if it was him, but somebody did. But I want to say it was good old DB. He was it said that it was like the raised version of Watkins Glen. And I was like, no way, I didn't know that was the Watkins Glen. So I look, sure enough, it is, and I didn't even know that. So then I ordered it, and then I got it. So if it didn't even say that it was the Watkins Glen, I may not even have this car. But anyway, I got it here, and that's really all that matters. To the shelf it goes with all the other race wins. So with that being said, I do believe that will be all for this diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.
Everything that I ever worked for, I'ma keep on pushing till I